Welcome to this new grammar time. Today we'll talk about past simple tense, negative options. Well, you have already learned about didn't, this incredible auxiliary for the past simple tense in negative sentences, and you have learned about wasn't and weren't. You remember the negative form of the verb be. But when we use each one, when or how can we use each option? Well, it's a good question. Let's see the answer, but first, some examples. Could you see? First one, I didn't cook yesterday. Yes, I didn't cook yesterday. Or, I didn't study last weekend. No, I didn't. And, my father didn't work in the morning. Yes, he didn't work. He was sick. Could you see? Well, here we have three negative options. In each case, we use the auxiliary didn't. You know, this is the correct auxiliary for negative sentences in past simple tense. And in each case, we use verbs. Could, study, and were. Could, study, and were. Yes, remember that. This is important. Now, let's see next option. Okay, now we have three different examples. I wasn't happy yesterday. Or, my father wasn't a good student. And finally, they weren't home last night. Yeah, they weren't at home last night. Could you see? Again, we have three negative options. But in this case, we use the negative form of the verb be. I wasn't. They weren't. Negative form. Yes? So what's the difference here? Well, in these three examples, we use adjectives or prepositions. For example, I wasn't happy, or my father wasn't a good student. Good student is a noun. And they weren't at home. At is a preposition. So this is the difference here. Now, let's explain this a little bit more. Alright, now, didn't. We use this auxiliary for negative options in past simple tense with verbs or for verbs. Come on, one more time. Let's see the examples. I didn't cook. I didn't study. My father didn't work. Verbs. Could, study, work. Yes, we always use this didn't for activities that you didn't do in the past. I didn't cook, I didn't travel, we didn't go, you know, we didn't have that time together. So, didn't for verbs. This is the clue here. And remember, we use the verb in base form. Didn't cook, didn't study, didn't work. So you can't say, oh, I wasn't good yesterday. No, that's wrong. Oh, you were in trouble last weekend. No, we can mix the verb be, the negative form, with other verbs. Be careful. I didn't cook, I didn't study, you didn't go, we didn't have a shower, etc. Yes? Now let's see the next option. And we have the negative form of the verb be. Wasn't and weren't. Well, we use wasn't and weren't for adjectives, nouns, and prepositions, not verbs. Remember that. Adjectives, nouns, and prepositions. For example, I wasn't happy. Happy is an adjective. Happy is a terrible, ridiculous adjective. My father wasn't a good student. A good student. This is a noun. Remember, a noun can be an animal, thing, a place, or a person. And finally, they weren't at home last night. At is a preposition. So we use the negative form of the verb be with prepositions. Remember that. Adjectives, nouns, and prepositions. So you can say, I wasn't cook. I wasn't go. That's not correct. Only for adjectives, nouns, and prepositions. Alright, so now you know. Use didn't for verbs and the negative form of the verb be with adjectives, nouns, and prepositions. Okay, now it's your turn. Come on, time to practice.